Here's something I didn't know. South Australia's diversity of marine life is considered to be greater than that of the Great Barrier Reef. So on the second leg of our trip, we have moved from Mount Eyre Station, Gawler Ranges area to Coffin Bay, and we're heading towards Coffin Bay National Park. Now, luck would have it, and this happens to us all the time, the weather has changed. A few days ago, the weather forecast said clear blue skies. Today is not clear blue skies, it's overcast. Which I don't particularly enjoy, neither does Ajani. But anyways, we're going to take a drive out, and also we had initially planned to camp on the beach. That didn't quite happen because we were doing a lot of more sightseeing as we got here, so we didn't quite make it in time to get into the national park, even though we've got a booking. So we checked into and even if we tried to get there, we couldn't have worked because it was high tide time. The high tide comes in around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we only drove into Coffin Bay around 6:30. So we checked into the local caravan park, got a little cabin there, and we could have still gone out and camped. That was one of the options, but then now with the weather the way it is, with maybe a bit spoiled, but we figured we'll base ourselves at the caravan park and then just drive in. I mean, we got the paid permit to get into the national park, so we can do that and then come back and then perhaps get into Lincoln National Park as well. So that's the plan. We are heading towards Coffin Bay National Park right now. So when you're in Coffin Bay, there's, apart from the four-wheel drive track, the beach driving, the sand dune driving that you can do, there's a whole heap of other things you can do. If you love food, as most of us do, there is plenty of seafood. They call it the seafood capital of the world, or Australia at least. There's shark cage diving with the dolphins, diving with seals, and a whole host of other things to do. So if you're heading in this direction, do some research. It's a brilliant location or a destination for a holiday for sure. For us, it's a stark contrast. We were in the sort of on the red dust, you could say, out in the outback, and that was something truly memorable. And now we've come here, which is a complete contrast for us, and that's the way we planned it. What? It says park closed. No, not the park closed. It says park closed beyond Black Springs because of kangaroo management. So if you get that map, that way.
From 12 noon, Monday, 24th May. It's not 24th.
So it's not applicable to us. Okay.
2 p.m. Thursday.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, fine. Yeah, you got to pay online. Park entry fees apply, so you need to pay online. Gone are the days when you could pay on entry or put your money into an honesty box. We had already paid mainly along with our camping, so we are good to go. The first section of the entrance to the park is on bitumen, and there are some areas you can access with an ordinary vehicle, a two-wheel drive, and then beyond that there are the four-wheel drive tracks. They're all marked on the national parks websites. If you are thinking of taking photographs, as many of us do, just be aware, in South Australia, I'm not too sure about other states, flying drones in national parks or protected areas are not permitted, so be aware of that. I believe plenty of wildlife. There you go, there is an emu there, a lone emu. So plenty of emus, plenty of kangaroos, We just saw one emu. Hopefully we'll see a lot more. Okay, Gunya Beach.
There you go.
Yep. So one of the places, there's so many, one of the places we were told is Gunya Beach. That's really, really nice and picturesque, and it's not too far. It's 4 kilometers off the main road. So we're gonna head that way and check that out first.
You said to cut.
No. I said we're going down there. We're checking on the HEMA maps. That way, that's Gunya Beach. If you check that map there,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
it's down there, and then we'll go check that out, and then come back and maybe do something else. I will need to drop tire pressures. Dropping tire pressures is crucial when you're driving on soft sand, which I will probably do a little bit further up, because right now the ground is hard enough, so I don't see the need to drop the tire pressures. But I can see it's getting softer as we head towards the coast.
Oh, what?
But an emu almost crossed the road. It's very overgrown and very closed in, so gotta keep your eyes peeled. I didn't see that emu coming. Didn't hit, so that was good. It's actually warm. The sun's out, so that's good. And I can see the sand's gonna get really soft, so I'm gonna go down to about 25, and if need be, I can go down further. Okay, lowered our tire pressures, so down to 25 on each wheel, and if need be I can go further, but I think this is good enough for now. And let's see. Yeah, feels a lot more grippy. Look at those sand dunes in the distance. See the sand dunes in the distance, but right now it's just rock. Some sunlight is coming up, that's nice. Hopefully it's clearing. Aha! I can see tracks over the sand dunes. You see that? Over there in the distance. Yeah, need a bit of juice and we go. There we go. Let's see. Oh, it's easy as. Woo, this is nice. This is beautiful. Now that's sand dune driving. Awesome. Are you filming or taking pictures? Such a pity we can't fly drones here. Well, we got to Gunya Beach, and that was some really exciting sand dune driving. I really enjoyed myself. And we came all the way down to the beach. It's a bit of a drive up, and I'm going to have to get a good run up. So fingers crossed there'll be no digging and getting stuck. Hopefully the Dicerus will not let me down. But I'll tell you something, I am loving it. Apart from two other couples that were here, they just left. We're the only ones on this beach. And this is just one of many on Coffin Bay Island. But it's not an island, it's just Coffin Bay National Park. Now, I had dropped the tire pressures down to 25, but now that we're on the beach, back up is quite a steep climb. So I'm going to drop it further and make it a little bit more easier on Dicerus. So I'm going to now go down to about 18. And hopefully that'll do the trick. It's a steep incline getting out of the beach. So I'm gonna go to low range. And lock it to 2, and that'll hopefully do the trick. There we go. Sometimes a bit nerve-wracking when you're the only ones on the beach. There we go, baby. Come on, Dicerus. Come on, Dicerus. Come on, Dicerus. You can do this, baby. Woo-hoo. You can do this. You can do this. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, baby. Woo-hoo. Oh, that was easy as. Well done, boy. Well done. That was easy. I think we've got to help these people out. There we go. Some stranded people we've got to help. So what we'll do is we'll clean it out a little bit, and then we'll try and pull you out. I'll come with a spade. Oh, is that long enough?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just got a V8 in it?
No, it's a 6-cylinder.
Sounds like a V8.
It does. It's got a bit of a performance exhaust, but that's about it, really.
Okay.
Okay, so stand clear. Now, this is quite a tricky recovery because the camera doesn't quite show it, but onto the either side of Dicerus, the sand dune drops off. So onto the passenger side, the dune drops off about 1.5 meters, and onto the driver's side, it was really, really thick, loose sand. And the ute was quite badly bogged. It was right up to his chassis, and the only way I could recover the vehicle was to pull it from the back sideways, which was not the most ideal, but that was the only choice I had. In the process, I got bogged myself because I pulled him quite a way down the track, but since it was dragging its chassis along the sand, eventually that forced Dicerus to sink in as well.
Nearly there.
Okay, I'm stuck now. Here goes nothing.
Wow, that's why they were.
We just finished helping a stranded fellow traveler. They were bogged in the sand, so we managed to get them out. And now we're going to head back and have some lunch. Here's something I didn't know. South Australia's diversity of marine life is considered to be greater than that of the Great Barrier Reef. Did you know that? And 85% of South Australia's marine flora and fauna species are found nowhere else in the world. I didn't know that. I had no clue until I started reading one of these information boards where we are right now, that's in Yangi Bay. That's pretty interesting. Now, Coffin Bay National Park has something for everyone. So you don't have to have a four-wheel drive. If you do have a four-wheel drive, brilliant, because then you can access a lot of the sand dunes and you can have a really, really awesome time. And it's sand dunes are not recommended for all-wheel drives. Do not even attempt it because there's a lot of sandy, soft sections that can be really boggy. But then if that's not your thing, there is many other areas you can access. There is tarred blacktop roads right in the early areas of the park when you enter, and that can be done in a two-wheel drive. So we'll highly recommend you coming out here and checking this place out. If you're in South Australia or heading towards South Australia from one of the other states, it's definitely something that would be recommended. Well, we just finished Coffin Bay National Park, airing up to head back. We had a really, really awesome time. The highlight for us was the sand dune driving, and in the process we managed to help a fellow traveler who was bogged, so that was a good deed done. We did a few other tracks within the park, and then we're heading back. As I mentioned earlier in the video, we are staying at a caravan park. We had camping booked, but by the time we got here yesterday, it was well after high tide time, and there was no way in the dark we were going to drive all the way up to the top end where we had our campsite booked. So kind of best of both worlds, you could say. So heading back to the caravan park, and then we still got a few more days here. We may head back tomorrow and do some of the tracks we didn't do today, or we might take a drive down the road to Lincoln National Park and do that. Most likely we'll do Lincoln National Park. It's, try and explore both while we're here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got questions, comments, you need any more info about this travel destination, please leave them in the comments below. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscription button and the notification bell, because our channel is all about sharing our experience in overlanding with the rest of the community. And we bring out a video every single week. Thanks for watching, everyone.